In today's tutorial, we are going to be painting some acrylic flowers. We did this in a live stream and it was 2 hours worth of painting. We're obviously going to break this down, but you definitely have to trust the process. That's why I showed you a little bit of a sneak peek of where we're going to be going here today. Get out some paints. I've got a nice little variety here. To make your green darker, you want to add dark blue. If you don't have a dark blue, you can do black with light blue, but don't just do straight black into the green. It doesn't look as nice of a color. It's gonna lose a little bit of that vibrancy. So we're just going across our rocks. Now we're just doing a pile of rocks here. You can use as many as you want. And I'm just kind of bouncing the paintbrush around with that darker green. And now I'm coming in with the original green. Right now I'm focusing on leaving some spare rocks where we're gonna start our reds, but I'm not overthinking this. I just wanna make sure that we are laying down this first coat of paint. Next, we're coming in with our red and we're dabbing it anywhere there is fresh rock. We do not want to touch any of the green paint yet. We just want this nice, bright, vibrant red first, just so that when we come back on top of the green and that green gets into our brush, it's going to get this beautiful undercoat color, and we're really going to just create basically two-toned rocks at this point. It's either going to be where the green's at or where the red's at, and I am not focusing so much on shapes here. I'm just very vaguely kind of bouncing around. Don't try to make these into like petals or anything like that at this point in time. Continue adding red into your brush so that your, not too much green gets into there and it stays this kind of dark magenta kind of color. Next, we're going to add on some green. Now I have a kind of metallic green that I had here. It's from like a metallic DecoArt pack. So if you don't have that color, you could add just a little bit of gold to your paint as well. Now, I do want to point out here, pressure matters a lot. And that is what's fun about painting these rocks is as you're putting down these lines, you're going to realize how much pressure you put on your paintbrush really changes the way that your paintbrush works. So through this process, while you're painting these rocks, just flip your brushes, press your brushes using the sides, using the tips. Play around with how you load the paint on your brush. You're going to see here now we're going along and adding leaves. And I'm just kind of manipulating it with the brush and figuring out what works. Almost none of what's showing right now is going to be your top coat. So just really play with the brushes you have on these bottom layers. When you come back and do your top coats, that's when it's going to really matter. Same with your flowers here. I went ahead and added some white into my paint. Working on these darker rocks, I noticed that I'm going to need some white underneath that red to really make it pop at the end. So I'm just working my way around where that red had been down on my rock, and I'm placing down the pink flowers. Now you could do pink flowers on these. I'm just in holiday mood, so I really wanted like a bright red flower with the green foliage, and I'm going to put some gold into these as well. So you can see I'm kind of creating a little bit of these flower shapes, but I'm not being completely 100%, spot on. I'm not too worried about the overall shape of these flowers quite yet. I am coming back and I'm splattering on some gold flecks because, again, I was telling you I'm doing these kind of holiday themed, and I'm going to use gold in the centers of my flowers as well, so it's going to kind of pull it together. None of the gold will be on top of the petals because we've got another coat on everything to do. Now we're coming back and we're doing our greenery one more time. You can pull in a little bit of white or a little bit more of like a gold or the metallic green and just play around. Now you've kind of gotten a feel for your brushes and how they're working. You can kind of place down better looking leaves. You've got practice doing that bottom coat. So you can lay down a layer of darker and then come back and add little highlights, but just pay attention to what you're doing now. These will most likely be showing when your rock is all finished. Also, you can do a lot of different shapes and styles of leaves. Don't really restrict yourself. You can place down just singular leaves here and there. You can do the style where you press down and make it a wider leaf as you're placing it down. That's why those bottom coats, when you're just covering the rock, you can really play with your brushes. This is the point where your rock really starts coming together and you can kind of start seeing how it's going to turn out. So we're back into our nice bright red. As you can see on top of that lighter pink, it's gonna start popping. We are still gonna have to layer it up, but now I am focusing a little bit more on the shape. So since I want these to have a point, I'm going to press the tip down slightly, pulling towards the center before I press more pressure into my brush to make a wider stroke coming down. Now, as I get close to the center, I will lift slightly just so it tapers in a little bit. While you're working on this layer of red, start pre-planning which flowers are going to be your top flowers, because on your final coat, you're going to want to be doing those last just so you have nice crisp outer edges when they're done. Now, I can tell already as I started this layer that it's going to take another one for this red to really be that bright, deep, vibrant red that I want. So I'm just going to work my way around and start covering up that pink. And I can even kind of add a little bit more shape to the flowers if I want to at this point in time, but I'm not really thinking about it too much. And now I'm coming back with another layer of the red, and I'm getting that red paint all the way out into the tips of the petals because those didn't have the light color under them necessarily. But the red is really starting to pop right now. I did mention the gold in the centers of the flowers earlier. Now I did come back with the dotting tool and add that, and then I kind of pulled and streaked it towards the center. And to be honest, I didn't really love how that was looking, so I didn't even do that on the rest of them. And I even came and touched up, I think, around some of those dots towards the end. So now we're on our final coat of red, and I'm realizing even after it's all filled in, it needs something to help separate the petals. Now with red, you can't really add a lot of white to it to do highlights because then now you've got pink. But by adding a little bit of green, we can create kind of a deeper, darker red. So I dabbed just the slightest bit of green along the outer edge of the petal, and then now I'm coming back in with the red paint and just blending it right on the very tip of my paintbrush. And I'm just going to continue to add the red paint on there and kind of push that deep red to create that separation of my flower petals. So I'm going to do a few more here so you can see just the lightest bit of green that I'm dabbing on there. And at first it might seem like it's stuck there, but just keep adding that wet paint in there and keep working with your paint. I think sometimes the videos that you see where things just come together, you miss like how many laps people kind of sometimes take to kind of really get that blend going on your brush and then on your actual design. So these were really fun. As you see, it's definitely a trust the process rock. So trust yourself, give this one a try. I know you can see some of the random dots. I did come back with my dotting tool and add just like some little gold dots around the design as well, even mixed in with the green. If you don't have a dotting tool, you can do the back end of a small paintbrush, or you could use toothpicks as well. We only got through 3 of the 6 rocks on the top layer on our live, but I had a really good time doing this. I hope you give it a try.